Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we're bringing you an in-depth news report on a story that has captured hearts across the tennis world and ignited pride across an entire nation as Alex Eala relishes a truly special homecoming at the Philippine Women's Open, a moment that feels bigger than tennis, bigger than trophies, and deeply rooted in identity, legacy, and the power of coming home. Alex Eala's return to the Philippines is not just another stop on the professional tennis calendar. It is a full-circle moment years in the making, shaped by early mornings on local courts, family sacrifices, long flights away from home, and the quiet determination of a young girl who dared to believe she could stand on the global stage. Now, as one of the most recognizable names in Philippine tennis history, Eala walks back onto home soil not as a hopeful junior, but as a proven international competitor, carrying with her the expectations, dreams, and pride of millions. From the moment her arrival was confirmed, the buzz around the Philippine Women's Open reached a different level. Fans lined up outside practice courts, social media lit up with welcome messages, and local media tracked her every move. This wasn't just about a tournament draw or ranking points. This was about seeing one of their own return home, stronger, wiser, and ready to compete in front of the people who first believed in her. For Eala, that reception has been overwhelming in the best way, a reminder of why her journey matters beyond scorelines. Growing up in the Philippines, Alex Eala's path was never conventional. Tennis infrastructure was limited, international exposure was rare, and opportunities often required leaving home far earlier than most teenagers could imagine. Yet even then, there was something different about her approach. Coaches recall her discipline, her curiosity, and her fierce competitiveness. Family members speak about her balance of humility and ambition, a combination that would later define her public image. That foundation is what makes this homecoming resonate so deeply, because the crowd watching her now remembers the kid she used to be. The Philippine Women's Open provides the perfect stage for this moment. As a tournament that symbolizes the growth of women's tennis in the country, it represents progress, opportunity, and visibility. For Eala, stepping onto those courts feels personal. She has spoken openly about the emotional weight of competing at home, where every cheer carries familiarity and every quiet moment brings memories flooding back. It's a different kind of pressure, but also a different kind of fuel. In her early training sessions ahead of the tournament, Eala looked focused, yet visibly energized. There was a noticeable lift in her body language, a sense of comfort that comes from being surrounded by familiar faces, food, language, and culture. That comfort does not make the competition easier, but it adds emotional stability in a sport that demands relentless mental strength. Playing at home allows her to reconnect with the reasons she first picked up a racket, before rankings and expectations complicated the joy of the game. This homecoming also highlights just how far Alex Eala has come on the international stage. Competing regularly against elite players, training abroad, and navigating the grind of the professional tour has shaped her into a more complete athlete. Her game has matured, her tactical awareness has sharpened, and her resilience has deepened. Bringing that evolved version of herself back to the Philippines is both a statement and a gift to local fans who have followed her journey from afar. For young Filipino players watching from the stands or on television, Eala's presence at the Philippine Women's Open sends a powerful message. It tells them that global dreams do not require abandoning national identity. It shows that success abroad can coexist with loyalty to home. Seeing her compete locally makes the idea of international tennis feel closer, more achievable, less abstract. That impact may be the most lasting legacy of her return. Eala herself has acknowledged that sense of responsibility, though she remains careful not to let it overwhelm her. She speaks about focusing on the process, staying present, and treating this tournament with the same professionalism as any other. Yet she also admits that hearing the crowd chant her name, seeing familiar faces in the audience, and wearing national colors at home adds an emotional layer that cannot be ignored. It is pressure, yes, but it is also privilege. The Philippine Women's Open has benefited enormously from her participation. Ticket demand surged, media coverage expanded, and international attention followed. For organizers, Eala's involvement validates years of effort to elevate the tournament's profile. For sponsors and partners, it demonstrates the marketability and global appeal of Filipino athletes. For the sport itself, it marks a milestone moment where local events and global careers intersect meaningfully. As the matches unfold, every rally involving Eala carries extra weight. Each winner draws roars that feel more like celebration than mere applause. Each error is met not with frustration but with encouragement, a collective understanding that this moment is about more than perfection. That dynamic creates a unique atmosphere, one where competition and community blend seamlessly. Strategically, playing at home presents its own challenges. Opponents know the crowd will favor Eala, and some may attempt to disrupt her rhythm early. Managing nerves, expectations, and emotional swings becomes critical. But if there is one aspect of Eala's growth that stands out, it is her mental composure. Years of international competition have taught her how to compartmentalize, reset, and stay grounded under pressure. Those skills are being tested now in a deeply personal environment. Beyond the court, Eala's homecoming has included community engagement, youth clinics, and media appearances that reflect her role as a national ambassador for the sport. She understands that her visibility carries influence, and she has embraced that role with grace. Whether interacting with young players or speaking about the importance of support systems, she consistently emphasizes gratitude and perspective. For Filipino tennis, this moment feels like a turning point. It is not just about celebrating one athlete, but about recognizing a broader shift. Facilities are improving, youth programs are expanding, and interest in the sport is growing. Eala's success has accelerated that momentum, providing a clear example of what is possible when talent meets opportunity and support. As the Philippine Women's Open continues, the narrative around Alex Eala's homecoming evolves with each match. Wins bring exhilaration, challenges bring reflection, and every moment adds to the story. Regardless of the final result, her presence alone has already left a mark. She has reminded the nation that its athletes belong on the world stage and that coming home can be just as powerful as venturing abroad. There is also a personal dimension to this return that goes beyond public perception. For Eala, being home means reconnecting with family routines, familiar streets, and cultural rhythms that shaped her identity. In a sport that often feels transient, where hotels and airports blur together, that sense of rootedness can be grounding. It offers emotional replenishment that no training facility can replicate. Looking ahead, this homecoming may influence how Eala approaches her career moving forward. Moments like these have a way of clarifying priorities, reinforcing purpose, and strengthening resolve. Competing at home reminds her not only of how far she has come, but also of who she represents. That awareness can become a powerful motivator in the seasons to come. The Philippine Women's Open, through this lens, becomes more than a tournament. It becomes a symbol of connection between athlete and nation, past and present, aspiration and achievement. Alex Eala's participation elevates it, but the event also gives something back to her, offering a space to celebrate identity alongside competition. As fans continue to fill the stands and follow every update, the shared emotion is unmistakable. Pride, hope, and belief ripple through the crowd. This is what sport looks like at its most meaningful, when individual journeys intersect with collective dreams. Alex Eala's special homecoming is not defined solely by forehands and backhands, by scorelines or statistics. It is defined by resonance. It is about belonging, inspiration, and the enduring bond between an athlete and her roots. In returning home to compete, she has already achieved something profound, reminding everyone watching that success does not require forgetting where you started. And as this story continues to unfold at the Philippine Women's Open, one thing is clear. This homecoming is not an ending, but a powerful chapter in a journey that still has many pages left to be written. From the courts of the Philippines to the world's biggest stages, Alex Eala carries her home with her, and for this moment, home is cheering her on. You're watching Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and this has been your complete news report on Alex Eala's unforgettable homecoming at the Philippine Women's Open.